blue book, you can go into the proposal in each topic thematic we have. But my last concluding point is, it's very important those these questions, the primaries, we can follow up in Cambodia country. One of our lacking points, as I say, for the ASEAN Forum on Migrant Labour, we don't really have real representation from the NGO sector here, those who are really helping. On the other hand, the ministry that comes is always the Ministry of Labour. But I would propose that each country in ASEAN, they are supposed to develop a coordinating committee with all the other ministries involved. Indonesia has 5 ministries involved, including the placement, the department for placement of recruitment and placement agencies. They recruit 500 workers, outsource them for training and send them to other countries. So why not Cambodia? So for all the people here, I would suggest those who are interested in meeting on that level, I think if you have given your email, you can also tell me. It's always asked this. If I approach Mr. Nawud just from Kalang, Cambodia, it's only one group or one. If I approach one of the coalition, it's only that Kalang coalition. But I think Cambodia is bigger than that. Okay, thank you.
Alright, thank you very much. At the power of the microphone, I plan to abuse my position by making the first comment. I would just like to point out that there are, take this as a form of a question, there are 3 basic ways of organizing a labor force. The first way is the American model, which says that the state gets out of the way, keeps taxes very low, and the responsibility for training and skills belongs to the individual. So individuals have to make themselves fit for the work that they can do. A second model is the European, especially continental European model. And in this model, the state is responsible for providing training and skills to the individuals, so the companies do not have to pay for it, but in return, the company's private sector is expected to treat workers very well and provide high level of benefits, labor unions, pensions, so on and so forth. In the case of East Asia, first in Japan, then South Korea, moving on to Malaysia and Thailand, and also I expect Cambodia. The state wanted to have rapid economic development, but did not have any money. People also do not have any money. So people cannot get skills for themselves because they cannot afford it, and the state cannot afford to provide skills for everybody to the extent required. So what can they do? Well, they make the deal that we, the state, make the deal with the private sector. The private sector will fulfill the state's requirement for economic development by providing the skills to the workers themselves. In return, as we see for example in Japan, workers are expected to stay with the same company 10, 20, 30 years. Right? They cannot move from place to place. Okay, now what this means is, in my opinion, all the power, or a considerable amount of the power in regulating the labour market is with the private sector, because the private sector has all the in what the private sector should be doing. So the balance of power shifts in each case. Okay, now the ILO conventions are dominated by countries which follow the European model, and so they expect that the state can provide all these things, or they demand that the state provide all these things. But when we come, for example, to Cambodia, we know that the state cannot do these things. So there is a difference in the power and the status in this case. Would you like to respond to more questions? Alright, I haven't abused my position to say that. Do we have any questions?
Samydorai,ដែលបានជួបមកបង្ហាញខ្ញុំចង់សួរទៅដោយសារថាខ្ញុំស្ដាប់ទៅលោកថានៅឥណ្ឌូនេស៊ីមាន5ក្រសួងចូលរួមទាក់ទងទៅបញ្ហា migrant ហើយខ្ញុំស្ដាប់ច្រឡំទេគឺមាន5ប្រទេសតែខ្ញុំសូមសួរថា5ក្រសួងណាខ្លះបាទក្រសួងណាខ្លះហើយទី2គឺមិនមែនជាសំណួរទេប៉ុន្តែជាការស្នើសុំនេះគឺទាក់ទងទៅនឹងពេលដែលមានកិច្ចប្រជុំមួយក៏ ជាសិក្ខាសាលាឬមួយក៏បង្កើតជាក្រុមចំណុចពីរឿងនេះឲ្យចំបើតែមនុស្សហ្នឹងគឺធ្វើកិច្ចការនឹងហើយមានសមត្ថភាពនិងមានបទពិសោធន៍បើមិនដូច្នោះទេយើងមិនអាចដំណើរការនៅកិច្ចការយើងបានជោគជ័យទេបាទសូមអរគុណ
I think when we talk about Indonesia, we're not talking about sequence. ASEAN proposal and other countries have instituted it. In each country there has to be a coordinating committee of the ministries, government ministries. No? All ministries that are dealing with migration, or migrant workers directly or indirectly. Labor migration here. So in individual case, the ministries and departments involved in labor migration include the Ministry of Manpower and Transmigration. We have the Foreign Affairs. Here, Foreign Affairs is the protection of their citizens overseas. That's one department. And there another department in the Foreign Ministry is the Department of Treaty Agreement. Those who sign treaties have to go through that department. The other ministries that are involved are the interior, the police, immigration. It is partly foreign affairs, but it's a separate. Home affairs is the one that deals basically, or the security, internal security, I'm not sure what name they use here. So that is one of the other ministries involved. It's not because of cross-border criminality, because of passport issuance. Issuing of passport, immigration-related issues. The other ministries that are directly or indirectly involved, they have something like a women's affairs here, but these they have a bit longer name, empowering of women and training of peace. So the women's ministry is also, in a way, involved in this work. And Indonesia has two different committees. One committee on the dealing with this issue of the drafting of the framework. There's another coordination committee dealing is under the economic minister, a special coordinating force formed by the President to deal with the issue of trafficking and smuggling of people, because there's a huge amount of people being undocumented in Malaysia, and the remittance money from these people. So I think that is suitable for Indonesia. I think the first committee is essential. In Philippines also similar. As I said, Indonesia has a department for recruitment and placement. This is another ministry. And then under that, agencies are open all over the place as a private outsource. And that is creating a big area that needs to provide this autonomy. But there's a central agency to place workers in other countries, but then they commercialize it like outsourcing. Same problem in Vietnam, where they have policies for recruitment placement by a government agreement, but the recruitment is done by outsourced to agencies which are very close to Malaysia at the provincial level and national level. So there are difficulties there. So I think that is the stakeholders. Happy to answer John's thing. It's true ASEAN follows a European model, European integration, but we don't want, at the moment, they are not doing political integration, economic integration first. On the other hand, the primary responsibility to defend and protect its citizens is with the government. It's the government that has a primary responsibility. Of course, citizens have to know their rights and all that. We cannot expect a private sector to protect the civilian life or individual rights. No way can they do that. Even though they are law, private individuals as well as even companies that hire workers abuse. But we also know governments can also abuse. That's why there's a check and balance. So I think the emphasis in ASEAN is the state must be responsible to plan. That's why they're talking about step by step. They call it CLMV countries. So I think there's a difference in approach. Yeah? It may not work in some places like US, maybe it's very different. Yeah.
Thank you. Another question.
Samydorai, thank you for a pretty comprehensive presentation.